Welcome back to another episode of Odyssey News. I am Mike Odyssey, and in today we got rapid fire news, and I think today's rapid fire news is actually really cool, really hot. So I want to go over that with you to let you know what's happening in the world of Nintendo. Plus today's top story, Tears of the Kingdom, and basically a little more in depth on what Aonuma said during his speech, right? I think I have an idea of what's going to go on, and if this is true, it's going to be so exciting because it's going to revolutionize the way we play Tears of the Kingdom. Let's get into this video.
Welcome to the Odyssey. Hit the like, press play. You're running with the squad like Xenoblade. Drive like Mario, we on a...
So before we get into today's stories, you see, I want to ask you one thing. I want to ask for your subscription. You see, I'm legally blind, and I'm basically losing my sight as we go. I don't have sight on my left eye, and I have about 40% sight of my right eye, and it's just fading away, right? The doctors right now have nothing else they can do, but I have a dream to become a full-timer on YouTube by the end of this year, and I want to ask you for your help. If you subscribe to this channel right now, it'll only take a second. For me, it'll just change my life. So if you could do that right now, I would really appreciate it. Here we have Monday through Friday Nintendo news. On the weekends, we have products and reviews. And we also have the occasional in-topic podcast with your favorite voice actor. So I would really appreciate it. It would mean the world to me. And I just want to thank you in advance for giving me your subscription. Let's move on to today's stories. First up in rapid fire news, we have Bayonetta, and it looks like Platinum Games is in discussions with Nintendo on continuing the Bayonetta Origins series. They are super happy with the results, how people are receiving it. Of course, it's more of a family-friendly game rather than the other Bayonetta or game, which is more for adults and for teenagers. And yeah, we'll see what happens with this. Next up in rapid fire news, Nintendo just uploaded a full version of Breath of the Wild digital guide to the Zelda website. Yes, so if you are looking to learn more about Breath of the Wild before getting into Tears of the Kingdom, you have a full guide at their website. So go ahead and check that out. This is super cool. Next up, this link is super cool. Crash Team Rumble, a fighting game with Crash Bandicoot and its enemies, was apparently leaked, right? With gameplay and content. I'm not going to show that here because I don't want it to be taken down. But man, Crash Bandicoot is making a comeback with Crash Team Rumble, which looks to be a crazy cool game. And last in rapid fire news, we have a new king on the throne when it comes to sales. Yes, it looks like Hogwarts Legacy just lost its throne to WWE 2K23. Apparently, WWE 2K23 is a big success, and I think I love that 2K took over this franchise because it actually needed something new. So there you have it. That is going to do it for Rapid Fire News. Let's move on to today's top stories. All right, so for today's top story, I want to start with The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. And, Aonuma's comment when he received the Tears of the Kingdom the most anticipated game of the year award. And I think he might have spoken a little bit too soon and out of line and given out a piece of information that revealed something huge within the game of Tears of the Kingdom. Why do I say this? Because his initial comments on Twitter have been removed, which is, whoa, that's a little bit sus. And we are kind of, after we heard that, why did he remove it? I guess he wasn't supposed to say that. I guess he was so excited by receiving the game of the most anticipated game of the year. I'm rambling, of the year award, that he just wanted to wander off and say that. But I mean, it's out there already. People have covered it, like so many channels have covered it. But there's one little thing in his speech that stood out that I failed to cover and to realize the first time I covered this, and it's this: Tears of the Kingdom has new gameplay that will bring changes to the game world. Wait a minute. Tears of the Kingdom will have gameplay that will bring changes to the game world. So basically, what he's stating here is that certain actions that we take will influence the actual map of the world, how everything looks. Let's say if there's a house, do we have the power to throw a bomb arrow at it and blow it up? You know, if there's a mountain, can we throw a bomb also at it and that piece of the mountain will just break, right? I mean, are things going to be that kind of transformative with Tears of the Kingdom, that the world itself will basically come alive a little more than it was in Breath of the Wild? Or will we see changes depending on the path that we take, right? Because we take certain paths in order to get to the same exact goal. I mean, Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild are great because of that. They gave you the openness and the ability and the freedom to take whatever path you want in order to defeat Ganon at the end. I know that in Breath of the Wild, I went for all the shrines first, then I went for all the towers. I loved that I was kind of completing the game in darkness without a map, right? So I kind of went for all the shrines first, and then all the towers, and then you could complete the game in any way you or shape you want. But it looks like they're gonna take this even further in Tears of the Kingdom, giving you more freedom to not only explore, but to change the world itself, which is, to me, I'm just shocked. I am shocked at how crazy this game has the potential to be. And to think that we are only a couple of weeks away from actually playing it, it's just crazy. Just crazy. Guys, let me know what you guys think about this new gameplay that will bring changes to the world. All right, guys, that is going to do it for today's episode of Odyssey News. Make sure to leave that like, leave that comment down below, and we will see you in the next awesome adventure of Odyssey News. But before I let you go, I have two important things I need to let you know. Number one, never ever give up. And number two, journey on. Peace.
We're on a journey, looking back on the things that we've taken for granted, but feels like we're learning to be better without what's been holding us back now.